Is your garden crying out for help? Well, today I'm going to show you 5 secret fertilizer hacks that turn everyday kitchen scraps into garden gold and bring your plants back to life. Forget spending money on fancy fertilizers. Some of the best plant food on earth is already in your home and you've just been throwing it away. Our first hack sounds a bit scientific, but it's actually incredibly simple. We're talking about fermentation. Did you know the same process that gives us things like yogurt and sourdough can create one of the best soil amendments you've ever seen? This is the bokashi method. Unlike traditional composting that just lets things rot, bokashi essentially pickles your kitchen waste. You take an airtight container and layer all your scraps, fruit peels, veggie ends, coffee grounds, even leftovers, with a special inoculated bran. This bran is full of beneficial microbes that get to work right away. You just seal the bucket and let it sit for about 2 weeks. The best part? There's no gross smell and it doesn't attract pests. It's just a quiet, amazing transformation happening inside a container. During this time, you can drain a liquid that collects at the bottom, often called bokashi tea. It's important to dilute this tea with water, but once you do, you have a fantastic liquid booster that gives your plants a dose of nutrients and beneficial microbes. After 2 weeks, the fermented solid material is ready. It won't look like soil yet. It'll look more like pickled vegetables. But when you bury this stuff directly in your garden or add it to a compost pile, it breaks down in record time. This process infuses the soil with a huge diversity of microorganisms, improving its structure and fertility. The whole system can fit in a small apartment kitchen, making it perfect for an urban gardener who thought composting was impossible. It's clean, it's fast, and it's a powerful way to make sure not a single kitchen scrap goes to waste. Okay, for our second secret, we're going to hire a tiny, tireless workforce that works for free worms. This is vermicomposting or worm composting, and it's how you create what many gardeners consider the ultimate soil conditioner worm castings. If regular compost is gold, then worm castings are platinum. While they offer a moderate amount of nutrients, their real magic is in what they do for your soil. They are packed with beneficial microbes and dramatically improve your soil's structure, helping it hold moisture more effectively while also keeping it aerated for healthy roots. Getting started is way easier than you think. You can buy a vermicomposting bin or even make one yourself. You'll need a specific type of worm, usually red wigglers, which are absolute composting machines. Then, you just feed them your small kitchen scraps. They go crazy for vegetable peelings, leftover fruit, crushed eggshells, and used coffee grounds. They'll work 24/7, turning that waste into the richest, darkest stuff you've ever seen. Think of it as outsourcing your fertilizer production to the absolute experts. You supply the raw materials and they do all the hard work. The process is odorless. You can do it inside or out, and it gives you a constant supply of this incredible plant superfood. Sometimes, reviving a struggling plant is as simple as adding a handful of these castings to its soil. The results are incredible. This next hack is so simple you'll kick yourself for not doing it your whole life. It takes zero extra effort and uses something you probably make every time you cook. I'm talking about the water you use to boil vegetables, pasta, or even eggs. Did you know that when you boil these foods, some nutrients and minerals leach out into the water? When you pour that water down the drain, you're literally pouring a free, gentle fertilizer away. Let's break it down. That cloudy water from boiling potatoes is full of starches that can give your plants a mild boost. The water you use to boil eggs gets infused with calcium, which is great for building strong cell walls in plants. Using this cooled eggshell water can help prevent issues like blossom end rot in tomatoes and peppers, which is often caused by a calcium deficiency. And the water from boiling vegetables like carrots or green beans? It's a light cocktail of trace vitamins and minerals that your garden plants will happily soak up. All you have to do is let the water cool down to room temperature, and then use it on your plants, indoors or out. Just a heads up. If you boiled something stinky like cabbage, maybe use that water on your outdoor plants to avoid any lingering smells inside. It's the ultimate waste not want not hack for a healthier garden. Not all scraps need a whole process. Some of your everyday kitchen waste can go directly from your counter to your garden to act as targeted slow-release fertilizers. These are our direct-to-soil superstars. First up, the humble banana peel. Don't throw it away. Banana peels are famous for their potassium, an essential nutrient that helps plants with flowering and fruiting. You can simply chop up the peel and bury it a few inches deep in the soil near plants that love it, like roses, tomatoes, or peppers. As it decomposes, it will slowly release that potassium right where the roots can find it. Next, used coffee grounds. For acid-loving plants like blueberries, hydrangeas, and azaleas, coffee grounds are a fantastic treat. They provide a nice, gentle source of nitrogen, which is key for lush, green, leafy growth. Just sprinkle the used grounds lightly on the soil around your plants. As a bonus, their texture helps improve soil structure. Finally, let's talk eggshells. After you've used the boiled water, don't toss the shells. Rinse them, let them dry, and crush them into a powder. Crushed eggshells provide a very slow-release source of calcium to your soil, which can take months or even years to fully break down, but it's a great long-term soil amendment. Sprinkling them on the soil surface also has another benefit. Their sharp edges can help deter soft-bodied pests like slugs and snails. You're not just feeding your plants, you're protecting them. Before we get to our final and maybe my favorite hack, if you're finding these tips helpful and you're already eyeing your banana peel differently, do me a huge favor and hit that like button. It really helps the channel out and lets me know you want more videos like this. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on more secrets to transform your garden. Our fifth and final secret is a timeless, incredibly effective method that feels like you're sharing a meal directly with the earth. This is trench composting. It is the simplest, most low-tech way to turn kitchen waste into rich, fertile soil, and it needs no special bins, no activators, and no turning. Here's how it works. You go out to your garden, find a spot where you plan to plant later or between existing rows, and dig a trench or hole about a foot deep. Throughout the week, as you collect your kitchen scraps, just toss them in a container. It helps to chop them up into smaller pieces to speed things along. Once you have a good amount, you simply dump the scraps into the trench and cover them back up with the soil you dug out. That's it. You walk away. What happens next, under the ground, is nature's recycling program at its absolute best. You've just created an underground buffet for all the beneficial life in your soil. Earthworms, bacteria, fungi, all the microorganisms that create healthy soil will flock to that spot. They will break down those scraps and integrate them directly into the earth. This method feeds the soil food web right where it lives, building incredibly rich, dark, and fertile soil over time. It's a good idea to rotate where you dig your trenches, spreading the wealth throughout your garden. This is perfect for getting rid of a lot of waste at once and for prepping garden beds for the next season. It's an ancient technique that honors the natural cycle of decay and renewal, turning your garden into a living, breathing ecosystem. So there you have it, 5 of my favorite secrets for turning kitchen trash into garden treasure. We've covered pickling your scraps with bokashi, hiring worms to make amazing soil conditioner, using leftover cooking water for a free nutrient boost, applying scraps directly for targeted feeding, and creating an underground buffet with trench composting. Your wilting garden isn't a lost cause, it's probably just hungry. And the best meal for it isn't in a plastic bottle from a store. It's in your coffee maker, your fruit bowl, and the pot on your stove. By using these methods, you're not just reviving your plants to create a thriving garden. You're also reducing waste and taking part in a beautiful, sustainable cycle. You're turning what would have been landfill into life. You have everything you need to create your own garden gold and bring your plants back from the brink. The transformation is waiting for you. Thanks so much for watching. Now I've got a question for you. Which of these 5 hacks are you most excited to try first? Let me know in the comments below. I love hearing from you and sharing in your gardening journey. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with a fellow gardener who needs to know these secrets. Now go rescue those scraps and revive your garden.